Hey everybody, this is Rusty here. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Devil's Daughter. We're going to continue on with Chapter 4, Chain Reaction, Part 2. Let's get at it. Alright, so last time we were here at the crime scene, and I believe we still have to figure out what's going on with the technical cab. There we go, this big one. Now we found the cable came out of the building, going to the sewer grate, and electrocuted everybody. We had a clue that it had to deal with mud. So they have digging equipment. They have muddy shoes, muddy boots. I think I'm still confined to this area. So what were they doing? Something with muddy shoes. Oh, here we go.
Fresh paint, but from something else. Mud. Oof, smells bad. There was a collision here. The technical cab collided and stopped here. The lock was forced.
Alright, what do we got? Barrel and
Trail of
bucket
mud goes
shop.
through the entire room.
Back here. Alright. Examine the barrel and bucket shop. Correct lockpicks. So we go up what? 3 and 3? So I need one more. There we go. And let's do a 4. All right.
A workshop. Saleable items are produced here. Mud. Oof, smells bad.
Wonder what they're digging
It looks
into.
as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Oh, there we go.
An old access point to the sewers. An old access point to the sewers.
All right. We're in the sewers with no lights, no equipment, nothing. So, where were they digging? Always go left. Let's check that out. Anything? Nothing. How about here? Oh, that looks promising. anything? Nothing. Looks like we have somebody living down here. Not too surprising. No idea what that does. Oh. Huh. Alright, well, come on back up. More tools.
A pneumatic drill, same as the one that we found in the
Alright. So what do I have to do? Drop the water level? Turn a handle? What do you do? Oh, okay. Let's drop you all the way. No idea how that's dropping the water level. Maybe it has a pump attached to the bottom? Siphon hose? Pump hose? I don't know. Don't know. Alright, that was probably too far. No. I think that's about good. Anything else? Yep, that was it. Take you back up to a half level. Whatever magical system raises the pump. Perfect. Do it from here as well? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, it's going to be a balance beam puzzle. Yep. Oh. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, so I apparently need to move that one. Not quite sure to where. But that means that I will need nothing in here. Alright. WASD time. So the mouse isn't too bad as long as it doesn't just get away from me, but the WASD, I cannot do that one out of the corner of my eye. Not sure why. Alright. Perfect. Oh. That's handy. So I wonder if some of this stuff is actually in the London sewer system of old. If it was just stuff that was made up for the game. I don't know. I mean, I kind of doubt that they had floating drums on carts. Come on, do it. There we go. So why do I even need this? It's because... Oh, I bet you I can't climb past that point in the ladder. Yeah. Sherlock can do it. Well, you guys know what this means. Balance puzzle time. Alright. Go up to a half. And I do what are you? Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, game devs. Alright. Let's do it. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, so what do we got going on? What are they doing?
Red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips.
Burning through metal, maybe? Iron oxide powder, aluminum powder, and magnesium strips are found in the sewers. They are ingredients for thermite, which is commonly used in railway welding. They're also used to superheat metals and materials.
So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank.
Yeah, looks like they did a pretty good job.
The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables.
A sausage on a piece of paper. Some cheese. Man, these are all stocks and bonds right here.
The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross.
I did not go that way. Alright.
This vault belongs to the Bank of England.
Well,
The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm.
so how can it still be warm? I mean, I understand they probably used that thermite mixture, but there was nothing in the trolley, nothing in the cart. Which means that whatever they did... Was that there the whole time? Nah, okay. It's probably when I turned that other handle back there. So, I gotta go this way.
All of the licorice has been eaten.
Not all the licorice.
This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long.
That's good.
These barrels are empty and unsealed. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
That's a good way to do it. Have somebody down a river pick them up. Yeah. They're gone. Alright, do I have to stay in here? No, I don't think I need to. Let's go visit Scotland Yard. Let's visit.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I,
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Well,
Mr. Holmes?
for the last case, you did just arrest without question like 2 or 3 people for me. So yeah, I suppose I owe you one. So did he leave his stuff then?
Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
Mr. Butcher, we have the most excellent news for you. Please arrange to visit the hospital as soon as possible so that we may conclude this matter. P.S. Her condition is stationary. Dr. Matthew Smith, Great Ormond Street Hospital, London. Well, looks like we know where
This
he's
letter
at.
from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. The initials M.B. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Dear Mr. Butcher, your repeated absence, which is compounded by your delays with existing workload, simply cannot continue. You are responsible for a number of serious errors that your colleagues have found themselves compelled to rectify. We are sorry for this present situation, as you have always been an exemplary employee. We understand the complication of your personal situation, but if you are unable to correct your behavior in the immediate future, we shall be forced to terminate your employment. The Directors, Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job.
And that was a repainted cab.
Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating.
Benjamin, my son, I would be so pleased if you could join me and help lead our next charity banquet, which is due to take place on Sunday after the service. Your goodwill brings such joy, and I know that I may rely upon you. I remember how your life began in sin, your feeling rejected and alone in the world, and how you turned to the criminal path, but you found the strength within you to make the change. You became a good man. Our Lord will have mercy on you. I shall always be happy to see you in our church, my son. God bless you, Pastor Gordon.
Whiskey. of poor quality.
My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
All right.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
If you have to blow up half a continent and create a bloodbath in order to destroy the barbarians' party, you can be deemed to possess neither scruples nor conscience. Anyone who would not happily sacrifice his own life for the honor of exterminating 1 million barbarians is not a true Republican. I agree. Such clear-sightedness.
Electrical wires.
Dear Mr. Garrett, we are obliged to inform you that despite your expropriation, you are still in debt to a considerable sum of money. We would request that you contact our payment service as soon as possible, otherwise we shall be obliged to involve the police in this unfortunate matter. Mr. Stewart, Financial Director, Bank of England. Well, I think he's got enough money now. According to this letter, Butcher is employed by the Underground Electric Railways Company of London. It appears that Butcher has problems at work. Electrical wire was found amongst Thomas Garrett's belongings. So I need to go speak with Mr. Thomas Garrett. Alright. Assuming you were... well, somebody in the morgue? Detour. Nope, nobody in the morgue. Yet.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know.
Alright, let's see here. Is there nothing with his head up here? Dog tattoo, gang member. He's religious. Is a smoker? Oh, there we go. Benjamin Fowler, a man in his 40s, is a manual worker. He is involved in the reconstruction work of the statue in the square, which explains his presence at the scene of the accident and his resulting leg injury. Mr. Fowler has a dog tattoo, a gang member's mark, which he attempts to hide. Yellow nails identify him as a heavy smoker. He is a religious man.
Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How'd you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes, I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Pale face. Don't think he's doing too good, judging by that cough. Black Sputnum. Silicosis? Could be. Where's the electrical burn? Man, he is rough shape if that's Black Sputnum from Silicosis. Alright. Thomas Garrett is an aggressive person who wears a symbol of the anarchist. He dislikes the police and most probably all authority. It is obvious that he is poor, as his clothes are old and worn. Mr. Garrett exhibits black sputnum through his coughing, which is a symptom of silicosis. Garrett is ill. A specific burn upon his finger reveals that he must work with electricity.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Man. Silicosis. That is a rough condition to have. Dog tattoo. Benjamin Fowler had the same dog tattoo as the member of Rasco's Games. Black sputnum. Thomas Garrett had black sputnum on his sleeves. It is a symptom of silicosis wherein the sufferer coughs up coal dust from their lungs. Unless I am mistaken, they also slowly drown in their own fluids.
I'm apparently in the children's ward. I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Yeah. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you.
Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Meryl. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Alright, let's see. Got a badge. Daughter's gift. Was once prosperous. Well, it makes sense. Hospital bills cost a lot. Reginald Butcher, a married man, holds the position of railway worker. He is depressed due to the illness of his daughter, of whom he is extremely fond. His shoes are shining. They have no doubt been recently cleaned. His expensive waistcoat, now in a shabby condition, reveals that he was previously a prosperous man. Mr. Butcher loves his daughter and is not ashamed to wear a child's bracelet to display his affection.
Merrill Butcher.
That's all I needed from that? Myelitis?
Shh. Meryl's asleep.
Assuming that's his wife.
A young woman lost her life. Mr. Butcher's wife.
1885. Mr. Butcher, I can confirm that we are willing to admit your daughter into the care of our hospital. You will be responsible for the travel expenditure, naturally taking all appropriate precautions due to the delicate state of your daughter. Additionally, you must attend to any accommodation costs and all medical attention. The final bill cannot be surmised within this letter. It will depend, of course, upon your daughter's condition, but I must warn you that the sum may be considerable. Dr. K.O. Medden, Karolinska University Hospital, Stockholm. The amount requested by the Karolinska University Hospital of Stockholm for Merrill Butcher's medical treatment was estimated to be considerable.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes. It's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes. I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes.
We've discussed everything, I think. And I have to watch my daughter.
Poor guy. else do I have here? Anything? Examine the belongings of the victims and suspects. Victims. Gotcha. Alright, everybody. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here. I'm going to head back to Scotland Yard and take a look at the belongings of the victims. Then we're going to hopefully put some conclusions together and wrap up this case. I don't think we have much more on this one. I think this one might be pretty quick. So until next time, everybody, take it easy. See ya.